And welcome back to Sunrise. Good morning to all the wonderful women in the world. It is still International Women's Month, and we're still celebrating each and every woman. You are wonderful, you are strong, you are resilient, you are tenacious, and you are woman phenomenally. Now, we're definitely celebrating the month, and we're highlighting notable, incredible, audacious women who have changed the game, who are trailblazers, who are icons in today's society. And our next guest is Dr. Megan Murray. She is a dedicated medical doctor who embarked on an extraordinary career path by joining the military. Driven by a deep sense of service and a passion for medicine, she seamlessly transitioned into a demanding and rewarding role, balancing the complexities of her medical expertise with the rigors of military life. She's here with us this morning on Sunrise. Good morning, Captain Dr. Megan. Jesus.
You have it right.
Listen. As a good as in a real life.
That's right.
Like women like you make me never want to sleep. Because when you hear how much something I do, I say, so like what's my curious? I just want to keep going, and just by way of your vis-a-vis your accomplishments and what you've done, you're motivating and inspiring the generation to come, and even those of us who are here now. So I want to say congratulations and happy International Women's Month, because you embody and personify what a woman can do, what is possible. You know, many of us would doubt ourselves, you know, like, we can't do it. But when I see Captain Dr. Megan Murray, yes, I can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, I can. How are you doing, my love?
I am doing great this morning. Thank you.
Beautiful. So, from medicine to the military, talk to me about how the two became one.
How the two became one. Where I could start, I'll start about how I really found out that we have doctors in the military. So I was at work in Maypen, at Maypen Hospital, and we had a service member who needed an airlift. So they said, you know, call JDF and tell the duty doctor. And in my mind, I'm like, JDF have doctor? I didn't know that, so I called the duty doctor, and, you know, we had a successful transfer and so on. Fast forward to 2 years further down in life, I was job searching, and a friend of mine sent me email saying that JDF was looking for doctors. I said, wow, look at that. So I, of course, sent in my application, and it was for a part-time job. So this time you just go in the days, you see the patients, and then you leave. When I went and did that, I quite liked the place. And I said, I feel like I would fit in here because I feel like this embodies who I am. I get a little bit of adventure. I definitely get a challenge. And amidst all of that, I get to be practicing medicine. And at the core of it all, I get to be in service and to help others. So that is really how
Service to country and man at the same time.
Men and women, yes.
Women, yes. Yes.
Well, tell us a little bit about that transition, though. The transition from proper civilian life to being a soldier. Because you're very much a doctor, but you're very much a soldier.
So rightfully said, from proper civilian life to military life. So my transition, I think because I was there part-time before, was pretty smooth. So I would have had an idea as to how things work, you know, where the different places are in the great camp, because it's quite a vast campus.
It is.
As well as, but there are certain differences that you don't have to take into consideration. But what I particularly liked about military medicine is that if them sick, them have to come. Yeah, and if you prescribe something, them have to take it.
Right. Yes.
So it's not like out a road where if the man might come.
No.
Because we have poor health-seeking behavior, some of us.
Right.
And, you know, we don't go to the doctor, and then we go and watch it. What you say?
You can't call in sick. If you're sick, you got to come in.
Wow.
And so you have to be seen by one of the military doctors. If you're seen by someone outside, you still have to come in and be seen by a military doctor as well.
Yeah. So let me ask you, Doc. So did you go to the rigorous training, like you got money, you can do the run up in the rain, and I'm supposed to go to
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We did.
Oh, wow. She can actually, oh, wow. She just burst the gun. Pow, pow. Pie. Okay. All right. Wow. So when doing all of that, so you were not deterred, like I said, no, me a civilian, me a doctor, I'm going to put on that rain and crawl and mud and put my belly and them something there. You never got like deterred or anything like that?
So a big part of it for me, I think it was how zealous I was and the novelty of it. So I was very excited about doing something new, being in a new space, meeting new persons. But to speak about any challenge that I had in that whole process of training and so on, I would really like to get into swimming.
Yes.
So in order to be in the military, you have to learn to swim. I don't know how I grew up in Westmoreland and did not know how to swim. When there is river and beach, and I became an adult and I did not know how to swim. So here I am, you get a certain amount of time to be able to pass your swim test. When I was in training, I want to tell you, I was this close to crying literal tears. I went back to my dorm room and I called everybody that I know, everybody who had a child, and I said, is my nephew going to swimming class?
Yes.
Is my niece going to swimming class? Because learning to swim at my big age, as an adult, is not it.
Yes.
So everybody who's out there, if you have a child, please send them to learn to swim.
From
early.
From early. You never know if they want to go into the military, right?
Right. But proud to say, I did my swim test. I go to the stadium, jump off, do my laps in the stadium pool. Yeah, so it can be done.
Let me ask you, it's International Women's Month and you are serving at a very important time because you are serving with a woman who is CDS. As a woman in the military, what's it like having a woman at the helm to look up to?
It is heartwarming, and you feel proud that you're in a space that is generally male-dominated, but you see where women have made strides, and it is also particularly motivating to see someone who has done so great, and it also encourages me to do my best, not to necessarily get out there and say that, okay, I want to be the first female this, the first female that, but what it really does is tell you to do your best, and when you do your best, it will take you to the top. It won't go missed, it will be noted.
Well, you're shattering glass ceilings, as is the head of the army, the military. A little girl watching you right now, Weems Gorman, very well. Good morning, madam. For a little girl watching you, Doc and Captain Doctor Megan Murray, and she is thinking about traveling your path, or she's thinking about just wanting to be great. What would, as somebody who has overcome so many obstacles, the swimming and so many other things, right? What would be your word of advice and encouragement to one such watching right now?
My word of advice would definitely be never limit yourself. And when I say never limit yourself, you need to broaden your horizons. You need to go out there, try new things, show up. You need to challenge yourself. So if for whatever reason you feel you cannot do it, yes, you can. And the only limitation you have on you is you.
Amen.
So if you go out there and decide that you are going to absolutely do it, it can be done. I didn't set out that I was going to be a doctor, but whatever I did it to the best of my ability. And I was always exploring new places, and there was never any limitation put on me. So go out there, and the world is yours for the taking.
The world is yours. Where can we find you on social media? Because we need to be following positive people. Like, parents, get your child's phone or call the children. Come watch the Captain Doctor. Follow her on Instagram and on TikTok. What's your social media handle?
HD Megan.
HD Megan. Megan in HD. You hear that?
Right.
Just like that. Well, Captain Doc, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. When I heard about your story, I'm like, we got to get her over here. Thanks to Jane Michelle, you know. So big ups to you, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
All right, thank you very much. Our guest has been Captain Dr. Megan Murray, medical doctor, and of course she, as we said, is a captain in the Jamaica Defense Force, the one and only Tony K. She's going to be captaining the morning news in just a moment.
The gift of life astounds me to this day. I give it up for the woman